Alright, what's up? In this video I want to show you exactly why you don't need a giant following to build a successful online fitness coaching business. And we're going to get you making money online, building your online fitness coaching business, regardless if you have 200,000 followers right now and you're not making money, or if you're starting from absolutely zero, you have no social media presence. Let's get into it. So how to make money online with a low following. So here's two things. You probably love fitness if you're watching this video. You spend your time going to the gym after your 9 to 5, and you want to make money online. But the issue that's stopping you from actually getting that life is you think you need 5,000 followers to make money. You think you need to be successful as a fitness influencer or something to actually make money online. And I'm going to break that belief for you in this video, because guess what? That belief is killing you getting your dream life. If you really think about it, you love fitness, you have an amazing skill. Fitness transformed your life for the better, and you can use that skill to go transform other people's lives and change your life financially. But right now you have a belief that you can't get started because you don't have the followers, you don't have the posts, you're not some influencer, and that's stopping you from getting your dream life. And I hate to see it be you. I can't let it be you, because I know with certainty that you can build your dream life without having thousands of followers. And we need to get you to break that belief so you can ultimately live in the purpose that God is calling you to, because you know you're made for more if you're watching this video. So how do we break that belief? Well, first of all, I need to actually show you evidence. I know people with 2,000 followers who are making more than 20K per month, all because they know how to utilize their Instagram properly. And I know people with 200,000 followers who is barely making money. And I know that might sound a little bit crazy to you. I know that might sound like, I don't even know if I believe that. But let me tell you, I've lived in Miami, I've lived in Bali, and I've met hundreds of people. Well, maybe not hundreds. I've met at least 10 to 20 people who do social media and have a career off of social media. And they're either making a lot of money or they're not making any money at all. And I see this common theme. It's not about the followers, it's about the trust you build with your audience. So in this video, regardless of your following, I'm going to show you and break down the real reason why small audiences can still win and build an amazing business if done properly, and how you can start making sales from scratch even if you're starting from zero. So let's hop onto my iPad. I'm going to show you exactly why this is so that you can understand how to make this possible for you. So I need you to understand, first of all, why influencers with 200,000 followers, I'm just using me as an example here, just so you understand the basis of what makes money online with an Instagram following. So when you see this photo of my following, right, you might think, just because Sawyer, has 200,000 followers, that's going to equal her making tons of money. And although I do make money, followers do not equal money. And the reason this is because if you don't know how to convert these eyeballs into money, you will not make any money. So let me just show you something. I want to explain to you what a funnel is. So a funnel, just like being in your house, right? Maybe they use for cooking, or maybe you're a dude and you would funnel gasoline into like an ATV or something. I used to do that with my grandpa. We all know what a funnel is, but a funnel you need to understand in the business sense. So a funnel is when you convert someone from not knowing you at all into a paying client. And this is used in almost every single business today, whether it be a car salesman or an Instagram funnel. We turn people into customers, and a funnel is the process that takes place to turn people into paying customers. And so all we need to do is turn your Instagram, regardless of your following, into a working funnel. So right now, I'm gonna actually delete my photo here. And the reason I'm deleting my photo is because I wanna show you how we can make this possible for you. So I just want you to imagine you have an Instagram account. Essentially, you are posting Instagram Reels, okay? And these Instagram Reels are getting views. What these Instagram Reels turn into is eventually going to be a follower. And this is our top of funnel, TOF, top of funnel. So all of a sudden you're getting +1 followers, +1 followers. Maybe you have 1,000 followers, okay? This is your top of funnel. just because you have 1,000 followers, or just because you have 200,000 followers because you post on Instagram, it doesn't mean that everyone is going to buy from you at the bottom of funnel, or else we'd all be rich, right? So how do we convert these 1,000 followers into paying clients? Well, that's where the next step of the funnel comes in. We need a middle of funnel. Middle of funnel. And then at the bottom, we have bottom of funnel. Bottom of funnel. Now the middle of funnel is what every influencer with 200,000 followers or 100,000 followers or even 30,000 followers is getting wrong. This is where trust is built. And when trust is built and you can show that you're an expert in what you have to offer, that's when people buy. Because people don't buy just because they see you have 100,000 or 200,000 followers. They buy when they feel understood. They buy when they know, like, and trust you. So middle of funnel is when we create nurturing pieces of content. So content that shows our audience that we're an expert at what we do, that we can produce results, and we can actually get people to trust us to buy our coaching. So when it comes to people wanting to buy your coaching, you need people to believe in themselves, you need them to believe in you, and you need them to believe in the process itself. So when it comes to online fitness coaching, if you can get people to believe in you by creating reels and Instagram stories that will get them to believe in you, and you can create another reel about people believing in your coaching method, and you can create another piece of content, that gets them to believe in themselves. So they're believing in themselves, they're believing in you, and they're believing in your coaching process. This is when trust is going to be built. And that's when people will see you as an expert, they'll see you as the person who can actually help them transform their lives. And that's when they then move down to the bottom of the funnel. They want to book a call with you. They want to hire you for your fitness coaching. And that's when they'll pay you thousands and thousands of dollars for your coaching program because they trust you. So again, look at this process. Look at this funnel. Why are people buying coaching? Not because of the amount of followers. That's just at the top of funnel. That doesn't actually really matter. What matters is, are you implementing this funnel to convert eyeballs into paying clients? And this is what every coach I see online make a mistake about, is they think they can just post viral reels here at the top of the funnel, thinking, oh, if I just go viral, if I just could only get to 100,000 followers or 500,000 followers or 5,000 followers, that's when I'll start coaching. That's when I'll start making money. But again, it's not the case. I've met people in Bali with 200,000 followers who are barely making any kind of money. And even myself, I had 10,000 followers back, a little while ago, and I wasn't making any money because I didn't understand this funnel. I didn't understand that I had to get people to trust themselves, trust me, and trust in the coaching process, and convert them using this marketing system to paying clients. So once you understand this, that followers do not equal the amount of money you make, doesn't matter if you have 200,000 followers or 1,000 followers, you need to implement this funnel system so that you can convert eyeballs and attention into paying clients. So let's get back into the rest of the presentation, where I'm going to show you, regardless of your followers right now, how can we make these marketing pieces of content, and what is the formula to actually convert these people into paying clients using top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. Let's jump into it. Okay, so now that we know it's not just about following count, it's about having the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, how do we actually make sure we can actually turn our audience to trust us so we can start making money online? Well, all we need to do is build trust as fast as possible, even with a small following. So how do we do this? We have to nail a specific transformation, not a broad niche. If you think about it, people who just post viral reels and have, thousands and thousands of followers, they aren't building any trust. So how do we build trust with our content Again, this is middle of funnel. What we need to do is there's 2 actionable steps to build trust with a small audience. You need a transformation that makes one person feel like you're speaking directly to them. That's your ICP. So here are some examples that you could use even with a small following. You know, I help nurses lose 10 to 15 pounds without cutting carbs. I help skinny guys add 10 to 15 pounds of muscle even if they've tried eating more. I help women 20 to 25 years old who've tried fad dieting, fix their metabolism, and finally get lean. See how these are very specific transformations and very specific outcomes? The second you become the expert and you start talking to your audience like you know them personally, you know the struggles they're going through, you know the transformation that they want, and you become the expert, you now have an unfair advantage even with a small following, because your followers can feel like they know you personally. Okay, so understand, even with a small following, you now have the advantage of people feeling like they know you personally. And when people know you personally, what does that do? It builds trust, because even with having, you know, let's say somebody has 1 million followers, people will view somebody with 1 million followers like they're on some high pedestal, like, oh, that person is too far, that person is too famous, right? They can't help me. But if you have even just 1,000 followers, you are now more personable with your audience, and that actually is an unfair advantage to you because you build trust. And again, what converts eyeballs into paying clients? Trust. How do you do that? You can do it with a small audience, and you can do it with the right Instagram funnel, and that's what we're learning right here. So once you do this, you then gain the doctor's frame. Like, really think about it. You become an expert at helping a certain type of person make a fitness transformation, and then you're having a personable relationship with them through your Instagram. You now have the doctor's frame. What's the doctor's frame? Let's say you had a heart problem. Would you rather go to a heart surgeon in the United States, even if it was gonna cost you, $200,000, because it was going to save your life, because that heart surgeon knows exactly how to fix your heart? Or would you rather go to some doctor in Indonesia, Bali, who is just a generalized doctor and doesn't really specialize in heart surgery, but they're willing to do it for, $20 or $200? Obviously, you're going to go to the heart surgeon because they're an expert. They're going to give you the transformation. They're going to save your life, and they're going to give you the outcome that you want. And you have more trust that they will give you the outcome you're looking for. So when you implement this type of strategy in your Instagram and you gain the doctor's frame, that hey, you're the expert at helping 25-year-olds fix their metabolism and finally get a confident body, rather than just a broad niche and broad viral content as an influencer, this is what gives you authority. This is what gives you the doctor's frame, and this is what will allow you to make tons and tons and tons and thousands of dollars and money online. So step 2 is we need an organic content system. So again, how do we get people to buy? We build trust. How do we do that? Step 1 that I just shared. Step 2 is the organic content method, and I just made an entire YouTube video on this already. You can go check it out. I'll link it below this video, but I'll just go over it briefly. When we implement a content method, we are now serving middle of funnel. We are building trust. We are getting people to know, like, and trust us, getting people to believe in themselves, getting people to believe in you as a coach, and getting people to believe in your coaching system. How do we do this? 3 pillars of content. Raw content to get them to trust you better. This gives your energy, your personality, and it allows people to actually access who you are and build trust. Educational piece of content. It will allow people to actually buy from people who educate and not just entertain. This is why influencers don't make money, because they just entertain. They don't educate. And so people want to buy from the coach so that they're like, wow, I really think this guy can help me, or wow, I really know this girl can help me. That's why we make educational pieces of content, and that's who's making money, not just the influencers. And that's what will lead to 10K months. Then we have belief building. Again, know, like, and trust. We need people to believe in themselves and believe in you, because they buy because they are going to believe in you. So understand that this organic content method when you recycle this and repeat it and rinse and repeat it into your content, this is exactly when you start building top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, and you create this Instagram account that is no longer about likes. It's no longer about follows. It's no longer about how good do I look? How good does my body look? Does my coworker from work like this post? It does not matter. I need you to start viewing your Instagram like a business and treating it like a business. When you take everything that I just said and you view your Instagram account like a funnel and you start treating it that way, you start focusing on top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. You stop caring about followers. You stop letting limiting beliefs like you need more followers stop you from starting, and you just implement and inject a real strategy. This is when your life changes. This is how my life changed. It's what's allowed me to travel to Bali, move to Miami, travel the world, and live my dream life, because I'm not just posting for likes, but I'm posting to build a business and convert viewers into paying clients. And this is exactly what I did when I had 10,000 followers. You might think that's a lot, but I had 10,000 followers. I was still working a dead end 9 to 5. I would go into work thinking, how do I escape this 9 to 5? This sucks. Like, I can't live in this box anymore, stocking shelves anymore. How do I escape this? And that's when I implemented this system. I stopped viewing my Instagram trying to get likes, trying to get follows. It was just pointless. I needed to figure out how to generate income that would change my life. Look at this. I'm from Canada. I'm from a small town that I absolutely despise. And now I live my dream life. Like, I'm so grateful to God for blessing me with this life. But I need you to work like it's up to you. You can pray like it's up to God, and He will bless you, but I need you to work like it's up to you. And girl, if you're watching this video, I'm telling you right now, I'm not any different than you. I'm not some crazy, like influencer that just blew up and started making money. No, I started from zero Instagram followers. I started building my Instagram. I realized followers did not equal money. I was broke, working a 9 to 5, even with 10,000 followers. And that's when I implemented this system. That's when I started using top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. And it hasn't just worked for me, it's worked for all of my clients. It's worked for my client Joe, who has maybe 5,000 followers. He started with 0 and he's making $19K per month just because he understands the system. My client Andrea, who went from 0, she just grew to 10,000 followers because I taught her how to do content properly with the content system I just showed you. My client Jake, who came to me with about 3,000 followers as an online fitness coach, and he just wasn't making money because he didn't understand the system. People think they can just post a good physique and make money, but it's not how it works. So understand, if you're watching this video and you think I'm gonna start fitness coaching and changing my life once I have 5,000 followers, or I can't do this because I have 0 followers, we all started at 0. I started at 0, all my clients started at 0. We started at 0 followers. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna open my, flower shop once the building goes up and the flowers get in there. No, you gotta build the building, you gotta put the flowers in there, and then yes, it will be profitable, it'll be successful, but you just gotta start building from the ground up, even if there's nothing there yet. So I hope this helps you today. I hope this encourages you today. This video was really just belief shifting. I want you to now go watch the rest of my YouTube videos, go consume the rest of my content, and learn how to start posting properly, learn how to start implementing this strategy, because understand, you do not need thousands and thousands of followers to make money online. You can do it today, and I want you to go do that. So God bless, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.